Jubi Show. Jubi Show.
Oh no. Well, Jamal, what have you done? What do you've done to me?
Jake.
Okay. What is that?
Well, somebody's dismantled the setup.
Is that why we don't have a DVD copy tonight?
That's why we don't have a DVD copy tonight.
What does that cable even mean?
What?
What does this mean?
What does it mean? What people? Not that I can complain too much because I showed up at the last second. And
Yeah.
waltzed in.
Right.
So. But still, why is it all messed
Yeah,
up?
every time, right? I mean, there's no time that we come in here.
It's not.
Somebody hasn't just dismantled the whole room.
Jacked it all up.
I mean, did they do a special Tim's Guitar Man upstairs tonight?
I don't know what they did.
That gives me a good idea for a new PATV show.
Say it.
Tim's Guitar Man.
Tim's Guitar Man. It's Guitar Tim. I'm Guitar Tim, and this is my Guitar Man.
Welcome to my man, my Guitar Man.
Guitar Man. Oh, okay. No, I think we're all right with the headphones this time.
Really? What? Oh, you know what?
What?
I was I was rooting around in my fridge. Hold on a minute.
Is that what you call? That's what you call your butt, right? That's what that's what you call your own.
Yeah,
butt.
I was digging around in the old fridge tonight.
Yeah.
Trying to pull out a can of soda water like I always do. They didn't have the flavor I usually get.
If you know what I mean.
If you know.
So you got some real Coca-Cola Zero.
Yep. Real Coca-Cola Zero.
Coca-Cola Zero. Yeah. Oh, careful there, buddy. Another thing we don't have hooked up tonight is the audio compressor.
What did they do to this place?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Wait, did you say ear guess?
Ear gas is as good?
Oh man, ear gas. Speaking of ear gas, do you know about my eye farts?
Yeah, I know something of your eye farts.
Do you want me to do them? I'm gonna try to do my ear farts.
They make me uncomfortable, but you know,
Can I do it anyway?
Do what you gotta do. Yeah.
I gotta do. Oh, hold on. Graphics.
Graphics.
Wow. Bam. Okay.
That's the date today.
Here we go. Eye farts.
Your eye farts. Oh, dreadful.
Oh, but it makes me blind for a while.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I don't like so much about it.
Tell me if you can hear my ear gas.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like a dull thud.
I can't hear or see out of my right body.
Oh, Jake, what you won't do for science.
That's true. You know how many do you know how many ballers I'm being paid by the University of Iowa?
Punch ballers.
Punch ballers.
Punch ballers.
Punch ballers. Hey, so what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the Jubi Show, the show where you kept talking until it just came out.
Yeah, that's been the slogan for,
Has it been?
For years and years.
I just spit all over my own face.
Why? Why?
I don't know. It seemed
like
only natural.
The only course of action. Wunderbar.
Do you want to know what I did this weekend?
Well, I think I know some of what you did,
know.
but please.
I want to talk about it.
Explain it as if I did not.
I discovered on Sunday when Brian sent me a text message saying, "Hey,
Jubi Show, Brian.
Jubi Show, Brian. Do you remember that guy?"
Yeah.
He sent me a text message and he was like, "Hey, Jake, there's a solar eclipse tonight," and that was the first thing. I was like, "Brian, tonight? That's a lunar eclipse."
Yeah.
But he assured me it was a solar eclipse, and he said, "Hey, do you want me to pick you up? We'll go somewhere nice. We'll go somewhere real nice."
That's okay. That sounds like a trick, but all right.
That's what I thought too. He said, "Solar eclipse tonight. Go pick you up somewhere nice."
We'll go someplace nice. That
And
sounds
I was
really
like,
dangerous.
"Well, Brian, bake a cake. Let's go."
Okay.
And so we went there, and
Where is there? You went someplace real nice.
Someplace real nice. I went to what was it? The Coralville Dam. Can I say that on TV?
No, I don't. Coralville's pretty protective about who they will let say their name on the air,
And let alone their dam.
well, if you hadn't specified which dam, you'd have been fine. But
I went to the dam.
you went to.
Why do people always think that it's a good time to come in here when we're doing this?
Well, because they can see how much fun we're having, and it's magnetic.
It is magnetic.
People.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I felt like you had a thought.
I did have a thought, but it was not
A
related.
thought
It was a thought butt. We don't need any more of those. We don't need to be spreading any more thought butts around. There's plenty of that. There's plenty of that nonsense, that toilet humor. We don't need to add to it. Let's just go on with your nice dinner with Brian.
Yep, Brian and me went out for a nice dinner.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
at the dam.
At the dam. Anyway, there was a solar eclipse, and Brian. Okay, this is the other thing that seemed a little suspicious. Brian, I was like, Brian, how are we gonna see this? Are we gonna cut a hole in a plate or something and project it onto something, or are we gonna use like Sharp Tart wrappers?
Sharp Tart wrappers.
I call them Sharp Tarts. All right.
Sharp Tart. I love that.
Yeah, Sharp Tarts.
Sharp Tarts.
You guys want some Sharp Tarts? Apparently, people think you can use Sharp Tart rackers.
It just gets better and better every time.
Sharp Tart rackers to look at solar eclipses.
Sharp Tart
But
rackers.
Brian, being one to outdo even the sharpest of tarts, brought along his binoculars to look at a solar eclipse happening at night.
He brought his own special rackers.
Yep. Brian brought binoculars, and it was funny. There were these people who had there were some people already there at the dam, and they had like a piece of paper, and they had a little pinhole in it, and they were projecting it onto another thing, and like you could kind of see it. And the guy said something about it, and Brian was like, "Yeah, I brought my binoculars," and the guy looked a little panicked, and he was like, "Oh, I mean, you don't really want to look directly at it. Like we were gonna look at the sun with binoculars."
Yeah, see it real up close, like.
But this is what we did end up doing. I'll show you this picture. I took this picture. This is the
Nice.
binoculars projecting the solar eclipse onto Brian's "They Might Be Giants" t-shirt.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
Do you see that? It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like funny eyes. It looks like eyes. Like I wanted Brian to draw an outline of a face on a cardboard.
Yeah.
And then we'd have that be the eyes.
Why wouldn't he do it? Why was he so...
I don't know. Brian's all about drawing stuff on things.
And yet, this time he was adamant.
Yep.
No,
not gonna draw it.
No funny face.
All right, and then there's a better one.
It's cool.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool.
That's
It's pretty cool. And then this is the picture I took of the sun. I pointed it directly at it. You can kind of see the moon there.
Yeah, you kind of can.
Yeah.
I
You wouldn't
mean,
know. You would never
no,
know what was happening.
You wouldn't. No, you would see that picture and you'd be like, "There's the sun with some clouds."
Mm-hmm.
But being told that that is the moon at the bottom.
Now you can see. You can see it for your own eyes.
You can, you see what you want to see. Your eyes make believe, and it becomes truth to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's science.
Science. Anyway, that's what I did this weekend. The end.
That took the whole entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah. That sounds kind of exhausting, but
It was
definitely worth it.
I had to get out away from my computer. I was busy. I was playing computer games.
Oh. You had something going on already.
I did. I had to drag myself away. I had very important things that I was doing. Things much more important than solar eclipses. And I told Brian, I said, Brian, I need to be getting home soon. Will I be able to come home right afterwards?
That's responsible of you.
Right.
Jay.
And
Yeah.
Brian said, well, yes, you will be able to go home as soon as the sun sets. And so he drove me straight home.
Did
I
he?
resumed my computer duties.
So, okay, well that's reassuring. He got you home by 9, would you say?
Yeah, right around 9 actually.
Okay.
I was gone for a little over an hour.
That's not the whole weekend.
Well, I had to think about it for a while before I went. My brain was trying to figure out how I was going to do the things that I was already doing, my computer things.
Right.
And how I was going to do these dinner date with Brian.
Nighttime solar
eclipse.
Yeah, that is baffling.
And he got me home in time to get back onto my computer.
Well, did your computer mind? Let me ask you: Did the computer hold a grudge? Did it resent you for abandoning it?
I don't think it resented me for abandoning it.
No.
No. I could tell that the computer. I felt an obligation to be there.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, of course. I mean, it's like a parent with a child. You don't want to leave your favorite being alone.
Nope.
You want to keep them safe and warm.
Right. And I mean, I'd been at the computer all day Saturday pretty much. And so it felt a little wrong.
Felt a little wrong to leave it Sunday night.
For an hour.
Out of the blue.
And I was thinking, look, I can either go away for an hour and look at the solar eclipse with Browntown, or I can go get some dinner for a half an hour. But I had to skip on the dinner.
So no dinner.
I didn't even eat that night. I didn't think I could handle it.
Okay. See, to me that seems unfair to yourself.
It is kind of, isn't it?
And your computer.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, I do think so. That's why I mention it with such a stern tone of voice. A gentle admonishment.
Admonishment.
Okay.
Well, anyway, is that what you did this weekend as well?
Was I there when you were looking at Brian's shirt and stuff?
Yeah.
I was. Well, then I guess so.
Cool.
I guess I did done that as well.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember now, because I don't feel like that's what I did this weekend, but I guess it must be because nothing else is coming to mind. So yeah.
Maybe you did. I don't know.
You sounded like you had it. You sounded like it was right there.
I did
on
have
the
it.
Tip of your
It was
brain.
right on the tip of my mouth, and it didn't come out. I tried so hard to say it.
And then you just swallowed it down.
I swallowed it down.
Blech.
So, is there any? Sometimes you have some things. Sometimes you have things. Do you have anything?
I know. Don't I sometimes have things?
Sometimes you do. I used to have things. Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes a person would have a thing. I have nada. Nothing. Zilch.
Well, here's something we can talk about, and this is like a real world issue.
Ooh. Okay.
Why is it, Jamal, that a third world country is getting rich?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Why is a third world? Why are they getting rich?
Yep.
Just any old one?
Just in general.
Just any old third world.
Why indeed? Do you have any ideas? I've been thinking about it. It's kind of making me mad because it's not supposed to happen.
Well, it sort of defies their whole definition.
Doesn't it?
From what I understand, which
Right.
is not much.
Right.
Right.
With your limited limited knowledge of this topic.
Right, my tiny amount of so-called knowledge about this.
Do you have any opinions on why it might be that they are getting rich?
I would have to say more and more denizens of these impoverished nations,
Specifically the one that's getting rich.
specifically this one that will not be named by name, but the one that is getting rich. I can only presume that the denizens are more and more studying hard and staying in school. Jake?
Well, it's interesting because I agree. I didn't remember what you said. I was busy making our graphics.
Yeah, you were working pretty hard making a graphics. All I said, Jake, I mean, it's not new information. This is the same stuff.
Encyclopedia Britannica, which is not even being printed anymore, will tell you this information.
Exactly. You can.
That's how old it is.
You can find this at any corner grocer or the food bank. They will tell you, study hard, stay in school.
Get your third world country. I was trying to rhyme it, but my brain's not good.
What were you trying to rhyme with? School? Rhyme something with school.
Yeah, get your... do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Get your third world country rich and cool. Study hard, stay in school.
Get your third world country rich and cool.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have a doctorate in poetic license. So, there we are. I guess
Wow.
we know what's what and where's where.
Man, we covered the heck out of that topic.
That was easy. I thought it was going to be more difficult, but...
Well, I did too. I didn't know. I didn't think about it.
It turns out we both just knew a lot more about that than we realized. Either that or we're just very aware of the blatant, obvious wisdom. Study hard and stay in school. I laugh because it's a joyful thing. It makes the world a better place.
Oh, man.
Oh, people are going to be so rich now. With that slice, that gem of wisdom circulating. There's no stopping the people. They're going to be so rich and powerful. All of them. All of them. So smart and schooled.
Yep. I tell you what.
Yeah, you do.
Jamal, that reminds me. Actually, this is a really good way to transition into this because you've seen my dog, right?
I have seen your dog, that little white one. Yeah.
The little white one. Have you ever been to dogbreedinfo.com?
Now, why would I go to dogbreedinfo.com?
I don't know, Jamal. Maybe you had some interesting things to learn about at dogbreedinfo.com.
I didn't have any interesting things to learn about at dogbreedinfo.com.
Do you want to know what I found out? Or maybe not. Maybe you should save it for another day.
Wait. About your dog.
No, it's not specifically about my dog.
Oh, in that case, I definitely do want to know what you found out.
What if I said that it was about my dog specifically?
No. Not gonna have to give it a miss.
Maybe we better not talk about it then.
I'll pass. Oh, wait a minute. Are you tricking me? It is about your dog.
It's not.
Well, then let's hear it.
It is, though. Clearly, you haven't been to dogbreedinfo.com.
Clearly, I have not.
Let me put that URL up here on the screen here.
Okay.
Dogbreedinfo.com.
Well, please, let's just hear the bits of information that you're wanting to spread.
I don't...
Please?
Well, okay, let me just tell you, if you've never been to this webpage...
I have not.
They have all the info about all the dog breeds.
Yeah, not...
Any combination, Jamal.
If you say so.
Name one. Name a combination.
I want to see half pincher, half bulldog, half Muscadoo tangerine.
Muscadoo tangerine. That's a rare one.
I know, that's why I threw that in there, because I thought that
Only dogbreedinfo.com would have something that good. What's a pincher? Pincher. What is the other one? Bulldog?
I don't know. I forgot what I said already. Except for the Muscadoo tangerine. I remember that part.
I'm looking.
Stains? Odor? I know about that.
Oh, man. Have you ever seen a poodle mixed with a Saint Bernard?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Do you want to?
Okay.
I'll find it, Jamal.
Oh,
I can find
know
anything
anymore.
I want on
I
dogbreedinfo.com.
don't know, man.
I found it. This is going to blow your mind.
Ooh.
Isn't that a handsome looking dog?
Better get that on the screen. That's not a bad looking dog.
Do I have to push something weird over here?
Oh, maybe the thing's not turned on.
Oh, I pushed the button. This box?
That thing.
This one.
You gotta turn the power on.
This one.
There it is. There it is. There it goes. There's that breeding dog. It looks embarrassed. Doesn't it look a little...
Why would you mix me with a poodle?
What'd you say that was? There was a poodle and a
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard. Huh.
Does that blow your mind?
No. People mix poodles with everything because it works out. It turns out that if you mix a poodle with a dog, it will turn out to be a nice...
Oh!
Exactly. That's what happens.
Oh!
That's a lot of pictures of this. What do we call a poodle Saint Bernard?
They call it a Saint Berdoodle. I'm not even kidding you. Look.
Saint Berdoodle. Saint Berdoodle. Who, historically speaking, who was Saint Berdoodle?
He died.
Well, I know he
I don't want to.
died.
It's kind of soon, Jamal. It's still sensitive on a lot of people's lips.
Are your lips feeling sensitive about Saint Berdoodle?
I'm running out of things.
Yeah, I'll say. Is that what you wanted to show me in the first place? Is that why we went?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I learned a lot of good stuff on dogbreedinfo.com.
Yeah, you do learn a lot of good things. All the many beasts that you can mix with a poodle.
Yeah, I
Right?
really do.
You really do learn that.
Yep.
I know. We should start in on our vast and lengthy mailbag.
Oh God,
'Cause
you're right.
we have,
Oh
like-
God, yes.
We've got like 35 letters to read. I mean, we
I
won't.
wonder if we should. Here's the funny idea.
Yeah, a funny idea.
We could take a telephone call later.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They always have good things to say.
Yeah, you know who will say a good thing? You know who you can count on to say something funny and good? People.
Yep.
People are the best. That's what I always say. That's what people will always. That's what folks, humans. You can
Jamal,
always.
would you believe I was bald if I came up to you and said that I was like
People.
this?
Yep. Yep. I surely would. Jake, would you theoretically, hypothetically, would you believe that I was bald if I came up to you like this? And I said, Jake. Okay, no, don't look. This isn't right.
Okay.
But yeah, like this.
Can you believe it's only 9:24?
Which am I bald?
Yes, fact.
Correct.
Hey, what was that thing? We wrote down some things.
Yeah, we did. I think we just got reminded of the same thing that we forgot.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did that happen? What was it about that?
I don't know.
Oh, I remember what it was.
Okay.
I remember part of it. Maybe you'll remember the rest. It was our segment.
Yeah, I know what segment we're trying to get to. I just don't know which variation we were.
If you put your mind to it.
That's right. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
People say, speaking of people will say that if you put your mind to something, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Yeah, but the thing is that true?
Yep. It is not true.
It is okay. Nope. Phew, I was scared me there. If you put your mind to it,
Jamal, can you tell where I'm from?
Uranus.
Oh man, I feel like we need to tear into this mailbag. Oh, I would believe it if you came up to me on the street like that and told me that you were blind
Jake, would you believe?
and deaf.
People will say that I am blind and deaf, but is that true? Well, Jake says it is.
Do you want to? I picked the letters last week. Do you want to pick them this week?
I'll pick some.
We get so many letters. We didn't even have time to sort through them all.
No,
I mean, look at this.
That's about 1,000. That's more than about 1,000. That's about 5,000 letters right there.
5 million letters.
5 million letters. I'll pick a couple of them out.
All right.
Here we go, sorting and looking, sorting and looking.
You finding some good ones there, Jamal?
They're just from glancing at them, these seem a little shocking. Can I say that I'm a little shocked?
I like to nose breathe into the microphone to fill the awkward silence. Man, the time is just flying by. It's already been 3 minutes since I pointed out what time it was.
3 minutes can be a long time. These aren't even letters.
Really? What are they?
Well, some of them are letters.
Why are they in the mailbag?
I don't know. Do I look like some kind of male scientist? Mailbag. I mean, male, M-A-I-L is what I meant. That just, forget I said anything, Jake, and let's just...
If you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all.
Say anything.
Wasn't there used to be a mailbag graphic in this?
Put that up. Put that up.
Put this up?
Yeah.
All right.
Killer.
Where's the mailbag thing?
I don't know, man.
Do you remember when we were going to show all of the room on this show? Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah, we were going to show all
there
of
it
it.
is. I should change the date. Oh, man, this one's going to go down in the record books as one of the top 10.
This is just some weird stuff right here. I don't know if this is a letter. It looks like it's a television script or something. It's interesting, though. I guess we won't read that.
A television script.
I guess. I mean, it's some kind of script. But it's too long. It's many pages, so... Not tonight. We certainly don't have time for that. Okay, well, I picked out a few. It's not
That's good.
enough.
That'll get us by.
Yeah. Not
Did you only go through the top folder?
Yes, and I didn't even go through it. I just... Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I picked out 4 letters to start with, just to get us set out on our lettery voyage. Letter, mail, postal service, the U.S. Postal Service, the voyage of the letters that came to us through the mail, or it could be also the email. It might not be through the United States.
I should check the email bag.
Postal
I haven't checked it for a
Service.
while. Usually we get most of our mail through the actual postal service.
Yeah, we might be one of the last institutions keeping it going. Nobody uses the snail's mails anymore except for our devout fans. They just won't stop. Will not stop. We say stop. Please stop. Don't send us any more of that. But the people, they will send us more and more. And more still. More and more still.
What? No, that's the right password.
Oh, Jake, I'm having password troubles.
Not the right email. It's been a while. I'm looking.
Yeah, you are. Did we get a letter?
We did.
Oh. Well, do you want to read it?
I do want to read it. Okay. Here we go.
Brand fresh new. Fresh and brand new.
Here it comes.
Newly fresh.
Dear Jubi Show, I regret to inform you, you did not win the HGTV Dreamhouse 2012 sweepstakes contest. In fact, you now owe us $34.62. You may send this in cash money. You can feel good, that's for sure. Once again, sorry about not winning, but what would the Jubi Show do with a big ol' house anyways? Don't forget the $34.62. Sincerely, HGTV Lady President Michelle Obama.
You can feel good, that is for sure. Thanks for that, Lady President.
Yep.
Thanks for that bill for $34.
We could use a house though.
We could use a house.
The Jubi Show needs a home.
Yeah.
Find the Jubi Show a new home.
Please help find the new Jubi Show a nice home. Find us a nice home to live. Can't we just live? Why won't you let us be? Let us live.
Oh man. Now I'm afraid to open up the phone lines. Oh, a draft.
A draft.
Oh.
It's
Well,
I'm
I found.
I'm gonna show the people that.
Yeah. Let me zoom in.
That's a draft. As in a rough draft. It's not the final copy. But that's a rough draft of a letter that we're planning to send to ourselves.
Oh God. Have they ever? Has a show ever ended early?
Has a show ever ended early?
Yeah, on PATV. Has it been? Would it be normal to leave early?
That's par for the course. Most shows, live shows that is, they chicken out, have a genuine freak out before the time slot is up. Most of them bolt, just head for the hills. We never see them again.
It's true. We should read some letters.
I know. Okay. This one might not be as new. Here, I don't want to hold this anymore.
That sounds like a Hanson song.
Here, I don't want to hold these anymore.
Yeah.
By Hanson. Beck Hanson. of the group, of the supergroup, Hanson. Did you like? This is off topic here, but did you way over there? Did you prefer Beck Hansen with his solo career, or did you like it when he was with the brothers Hanson doing their sweet, sugary pop melodies?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I am a Hanson Trio fan through and through.
So you think old Beck was making a mistake when he ventured out on his own?
Absolutely.
I agree with you. I mean, some of his solo stuff, it was alright. It wasn't the worst music in the world, but it didn't have that sweet, spicy Hanson magic.
Sweet and spicy Hanson magic.
Sweet and spicy Hanson magic. Carne Conquisto.
Hey, this feels wrong, but it looks good.
It feels really wrong. It's making me so uncomfortable. Mailbag. Dear small, pasty white Jubi, I am on a raw food diet. Raw food makes me smile. So too does gas. That is, internal farts. They make me smile. So it could be all part of the same thing. That's what is called psychosomatic. This all happened originally between January and October 1990, when I was diagnosed with a bad case of sex madness. A quack doctor said he cured me, but it was a scam, and actually, I went on to infect my husband, and our baby had it too when he was born. This is the kind of thing the news media won't tell you about, but I will. You see, our apartment was a haven for flies because it sits in the middle of a horse farm. During our hospitalized couples therapy sessions, we filled up During our hospitalized couples therapy sessions, we filled up 3,600 hours of tape and inhaled 5 cans of Scotchgard. It didn't even work. We got evicted on October 1st, 1991, while holding a special French animation festival. No, the cartoons weren't dirty, you perv. They were really kind of boring. One of them was about a singing vulva named Chatterbox, and it was based on a pornographic movie named Chatterbox. That was also about a singing vulva. I thought that was kind of a strange coincidence, but try telling that to the police. They won't even care. They will arrest you. And that brings us to the here and now, Hans. You know me. I hate to beg, and I wouldn't ask unless I really needed the help. But can I please borrow $5,000 to get myself out of a little jam I'm in? These people are serious, and they are going to cut off my thumbs again. I swear I will be able to pay you back within a year at the most. Please, Hans. I'm desperate here. Thank you so much. I'll never forget it. Let me know when we can meet up. Thanks again. I love you forever. XXOO Barbella Streisand. Don't read this part. Upside down. Flip it. Okay. Thanks, Barbella Streisand. Weird letter. Weird letter. It's not really directed at either of us. I guess we can pass the message on to Hans if we ever see him again. Sometimes I see him around. Jake's busy. He's
My microphone's under the letters.
his thumbs are under the letters.
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said. but we may never know. I have some other letters right here, but you know.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I mean.
I want to read one.
Yeah.
Let me read one. I was looking for more while you were busy.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 right there.
All right.
You can pick. Have your pick of the litter, as they say.
Dear the Jubi Show.
Litter.
How are you? I am fine. Well, actually, the thing of it is, I don't enjoy typing. I'm in typing class, and I'm supposed to write a letter, so I figured I'd write you guys for practice because it doesn't have to be good or anything. You know, I am a 31-year-old lady, and I never did learn how to type without looking at my hands. Even screwing up a lot like I am now, I still have to look at my hands a bunch. I can do better, but I will have to use my pointer fingers and look at my hands the whole time. Well, I think this is long enough. I don't have to show it to the teacher anyway, so whatever. Sincerely, little Manny May.
Okay, well, way to get your homework assignment done and write us a letter at the same time, Manny May. You know, I never learned to type properly until the past year or so. Finally taught myself how to type without looking at my fingers.
Did you really? Yes, I did. Really.
Did you like it, Jamal?
I like it. Yeah. It makes a difference which keyboard I'm sitting at. If I can't feel those.
What if you were sitting at this keyboard? Oh, are you talking about the difference between Macs and PCs? Huh?
Not necessarily, but you know how the J and the F have
A bump,
the little
a
bump
bump.
on them, yeah.
Mhm.
And if it's not pronounced enough, and if I can't find those little bumps, then I'm lost. I can't really do.
You know, some have it on the D and the K
Oh,
for your middle fingers.
crude.
What happens to old saltwater
Taffy?
Taffy? Captain Saltwater Taffy, who got his middle fingers blown off in the first conflict.
What happens to old Captain Taffy?
It's discrimination against for keyboard buying.
Well, it's a good thing that guy doesn't buy too many keyboards.
Nope, and there's a reason for that.
There's a good reason. There's a really nice reason. And someday, we'll tell you that reason.
Yep. Yes, we will.
Future episode. Alright, okay.
Oh man, we're tearing through these letters.
Oh, this is the one you just read.
Yeah.
Little Manny May.
Little Manny May. She may not.
Maint.
Mate.
Little Manny Maint. This is a dinky, tiny, small letter. Dear Maudie, please send me your recipe for the clove date bars you brought to the ice cream box social last Wednesday. They were a delight, and I liked what you did with the shaved bread on the top. A budget treat for such troubled times. I remain ever yours, Maria. I don't think this was to us either, but thanks for the sweet, sweet letter, Maria.
That was very nice.
It was especially nice and thoughtful, considering these trying times we live in. I'm surprised you found the strength and resources to write us, well, to write Maudie this beautiful, heartfelt letter of appreciation and joy. And the world will be a better place. Yeah, the world is now a better place for you and me, for you and me. Thanks, Maria. This is me expressing my appreciation for your appreciation for Maudie's clove date bars. Booyah. Booyah. I remember first time the term booyah was brought into my awareness.
Really? You have that story?
Yeah, it was not the term alone, not just plain old booyah. I was in Wisconsin many years ago. Who knows? Who can possibly venture a guess how long? We'll just say many years ago. I was in Wisconsin. Some late night show was on the telly, and the musical guest that night on Letterman or whatever the heck show it was, the guest was Booyah Tribe. And, oh, my friends and myself, we were tickled. We laughed and laughed. What kind of a name is that? What does that mean? Booyah Tribe. What's a Booyah Tribe? Oh, I don't think we ever found out the answer. But that was that. I remember. I remember that being the first time I ever heard the word booyah. And look at me now, casting it out willy-nilly. A booyah here, a booyah there, like it's old hat, like it's an old hat I chance to wear whenever I see fit. Oh, booyah is just another day of the week for me. Hello, letter. Hello, letter. Hello.
Well, I was just thinking about the first time I heard the word booyah.
Oh.
It was actually last week.
How'd it go?
Well, I was on dogbreedinfo.com, and there was many posts about it.
All right. Can't touch that site. That site knows everything about everything.
Yep. Love dogbreedinfo.com.
To heck with my childhood and the Late Show and the Booyah Tribe.
Shall
for
I
that
read
matter.
that other letter?
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah.
You didn't find any more that you liked, huh?
I found one, but you can read it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I already committed to reading this one.
Yeah, you've committed to reading
Dear
that.
The Mommy Show, I am your most enormous fan. What can I say? I guess I just love your show. Please do make another new episode soon because it is my favorite show. Elijah is such a cool dancer. See, I like to get down, Jack. Love, Gary Gygax.
Ah, he's dead.
Yep, they're all dead. Everybody we talk about on the show is dead.
Oh, that's so funny. So funny.
Oh.
Not everybody will die, though. Robert Plant, still not dead.
Nope.
Still not dead.
Try as we might.
I mean, what gives? What gives? Robert Plant, what's the deal? What's the big idea?
What's the big ideal?
What's your big ideal? What are you thinking? Just keeping on living and living forever? What? Nobody can live forever, Robert Plant. Just quit it.
Quidditch.
You're Quidditch.
Do you remember Harry Potter? We just made a Harry Potter reference. Tricked. Jamal, have you ever seen Wizard People Dear Reader?
Wizard? What?
It's a new audio track to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We should watch it.
We should not watch it. What are you talking about? Wizard?
It is a new. Basically, what you do is you watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone,
Right.
and you turn down the volume, and instead you play this MP3 called Wizard People Dear Reader.
Okay, I feel like there have been similar things. Seems like there's always something you're supposed to be doing with the Harry Potter movies.
This is worth it.
Okay.
It is hilarious.
Hilarious.
I just know you would love it.
I am going to love this. Do you have to have any familiarity with the characters and the whole story.
Some of it might be funnier if you know what their names are.
Hermione.
Yep. Okay.
Hermione.
You'll get a couple of jokes in that thing.
I love it already. Wizardpeopleinformation.org.
Yep.
Yep. Dear Jubi Show, I have kind of a gross question. I'm a little embarrassed about this, and I don't know if I want too many people to find out. I thought maybe your show could provide some helpful answers about whether or not what I am about to say is possible. A few weeks ago, I started feeling a feeling. It was just a tiny little feeling, but it was still a little feeling. It was a feeling down inside of the bottom of my belly. After several years, the feeling started to turn into more of some kind of a pain, and not just a small feeling anymore. It was a bigger feeling, a kind of worse, but still kind of bigger than before feeling. Just last week, though, it started to hurt. I told my best friend, Krankus. Sorry. This is not a funny letter. I'm sorry. The name Grangus that cracked me up. But anyway. I told my best friend Grangus about it, and he told me some devastating news. He said that it is possible that I am what is known as a fart carrier. That is, a carrier of a specific fart gene that has not actually manifested itself yet. Some people in my family had a fart once before, but I never thought I would have that problem. My question is, does being a fart carrier mean that I necessarily will have that as a problem? How long do people live? Is it possible to be a fart carrier but never have a problem? I guess I need to know if I'm going to die or not. Please explain to me about this genetic disorder, and if fart carriers can pass it on to their children without getting the problem themselves. I would like to pass it on to my children, but I do not want to suffer. Thanks, Ben. Thanks for the letter, Ben.
Litter bin.
Litter bin. Thanks for the litter bin. Okay.
British people found that hilarious.
And yeah.
Is that what they call the toilet? The litter bin.
Ooh, I'm off to the litter bin. It's time to take a poo in the litter bin. Yeah, that's British. That's just how it is. It's just how it is, you know. Once you get over there, it doesn't seem weird. It doesn't seem weird. It just seems normal.
People doing that in litter bins everywhere.
That's what they're for. That's why it's there.
That's why it's funny.
Use the cuspadora. That's what it's for. To answer your question, Ben, how long do people live? Huh. Ask Robert Plant. He seems to think they live forever. Huh. They don't. They don't, actually. Don't ask Robert Plant. He'll lie. He'll tell you we're all immortals. Fill your head full of nonsense, wild talk, rumors and speculation, magic spells, dark incantations. No, Ben, the truth is you're going to die, and soon. Quite soon. With or without your farts. That's the truth. It's not. I was gonna say it's sad truth, but there's nothing sad about it.
It's the dirty truth.
That's the dirty fart crusted truth. Can something be fart crusted? I mean, does that even make sense?
No, but people say it all the time.
People do say it all
Peter
the time.
Jennings. Well, he's no longer with us, but he said it all the time.
Back when he was saying things.
Yeah.
Fart Crusted was at the top of the list. Good evening, I'm Peter Jennings, Fart Crusted. Yup.
And that was the last show he ever had.
Coincidence? Possibly. Gosh, we didn't even have time for callers tonight. We're about done. This is like the end of the show. We're wrapping it up here. I don't even know if we could fit one more letter in if we tried to. Could we fit one more letter in if we even tried to, as the question. People will say,
Oh darn!
well, they may. Sometimes people will say, "Oh darn,"
I scattered.
or I scattered. You know, that's a possibility. People say oftentimes they'll be like, "Hey, it could always be worse." But is that true? Is that true? Well, Jake's distracted. He's busy looking at the scattered bits of mess. And I'll just answer.
I have part of a letter.
I'm gonna answer that one on my own. Yes, that is true. It could always be worse. It could. It's true.
Oh, here I have a letter.
Jake's got one.
Dear Jubi Show, I am writing you to find out your advice on how to take apart a car door from the inside. It all started when I had been chewing some gum in my car last week. I couldn't find a place to put my gum because I had all of my important papers on the passenger seat. I stuck the gum to the top of the window and promptly forgot about it. A few days later, I was driving down the interstate and it started to get pretty hot inside. I started cranking the window crank to get the window to go down, and apparently, when I wasn't looking, a strand of my hair got stuck to the gum, which was already stuck to the window. I kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and I guess I must have rolled too much because the window went down all the way into the inside of the door and I started to get wound up inside. I'm a little bit rolled up inside my car door, and I don't know how to get out because my arm got wound up inside of the door too. Normally, if that would have happened, I would have just rolled the window up and me right up with it, but this time, my arm got stuck down the crack into the door with the rest of my body too. I had to write a letter because it was the only thing that would fit up through the little window crack. I would have called, but I can't fit a telephone up through that window crack to get to you guys. Please help me understand how to take apart the car door from the inside. Thanks! With love and friendliness, Robert Plant.
Wow.
Maybe he will die.
How's that even possible? How could this be? Gosh, I feel so bad now.
I do too. We're wishing all these terrible things for this guy.
And here he sends us
wound himself up in the car. Car door.
He has wound himself into the car door, and he still finds it in his heart to give us love and friendliness. And a letter. Thanks, Robert Plant. I appreciate this more than you'll ever know. I don't know if you're still with us. I don't know how long a person can survive trapped down inside a car door. But thanks. Thanks for thinking of us in your moment of need. I don't know what we can actually do to help you, but
they might need the jaws of life.
Yeah, send in the jaws of life. I don't think they'll be able to fit them down there because, as he said, not much can fit down that tiny crack. But maybe a coat hanger. Maybe somebody can fish him out with a...
He might be a little scrangled.
Yeah. Well, he's already all twisted and wound up. Yeah, the coat hanger might just poke him into little pieces, and that wouldn't be good. It might be good, but probably not.
Might be better for us than it is for him.
Well, yeah. Better for us. Better for us than for you, Robert Plant. Words to live by.
Mm-hmm.
Better for us than you, Robert Plant. Hey. All right. That's the end. That's the way it goes.
Oh,
That's the way we finish.
tiny burps to end the show.
Exactly. I'm faking mine.
Mine were real.
Yours
and
are
I almost
real.
threw up.
No, Jake, that's not a tiny burp. That's a real throw up.
That's what they should have called this show.
Which?
Jake, that's not a tiny burp. That's a real throw up.
That's kind of a long name.
I know. Long name for a reason.
Long name for a long show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Too long, they called this show. The show that wouldn't end.
The show that wouldn't end. Just like Robert Plant, the show just... People were like, God, it's only an hour. It can't just keep going. It's impossible. Technically, it has to end. No, it never ended. It just never did.
Nope.
It never ended.